BlockRoomians, and welcome to a rather different video. Now today I'm going to be doing something different. This might be a one-off couple of episodes I might do every now and then, or you never know, this might be a series which I might do weekly. I don't know, it depends on what you guys think, whether you guys like it and that kind of stuff. So if you do like it, remember to hit the like button and sub if you're new, because that way then I know if you actually do generally like this or not, or whether you click on it and then just click straight off it. Because for you to have had to hear this to this point, you have to stay, and if you have stayed, then you obviously like it so far, even though I haven't told you. Oh dear. But this is actually, if you haven't read the title, that is, a good guide, or well, heist technically, that gives you a ton of money and a ton of XP. Now, as you see, I am nearly level 80. I have 103 million offshore and 15 million cash. Now, compared to a lot of people I've seen, that isn't a lot. But for me, presuming I don't really... well, recently actually I've played this quite a bit. But all in all, I haven't actually played this kind of like the PC version a lot. And I've leveled up really quickly. In some cases, I've just done this one heist. I've leveled up 3 to 4 times, and that was at level 50. So if you're like level 20 and you have a mate or somebody that's over level 80, then you can do this strategy. Bearing in mind, you can do it under the level of 80, or having someone who's over level 80 and has unlocked Death Wish. You can do it, but you just get less XP and whatever. As you see, I'm not quite level 80, but I'm going to join someone's game and show you, if you're on your own and you want to do the Death Wish version, how to do it. But anyway, before I get into what heist is, I will show you the class. Now, this is a good stealth class. This is all I ever use if I need to stealth. As you can see, I'm Hoxton because I have Hoxton on. I actually only installed that the other day. It is the most useful thing. Go download it, it's free. All you have to do is literally, if you download the executable, all you have to do is just click a button and it installs it all. So you don't even have to risk losing all your files or copying the wrong thing or anything. It's all there. Which I really like, and then you can even cater it to your own needs. You can get the skill profiler, which means you get to like choose different skills and like save them. A bit like the assembly builder, which was a mod and is now a thing in Payday. No, not Payday 2. Kerbal Space Program, not Cable Space Program. Jesus. But anyway, let's get into the build. As you can see, the first gun I have is this. This is the Commando 553 rifle. Now, this is an armoured transport item. I am well aware that you may not have the armoured transport item, so I'm going to do another one which is without DLC. Bearing in mind, I only have the armoured truck and pack 2, gauge pack 2, because I managed to get them both together for 99p. So that's literally the only reason why I got them. And I've got to say, gauge pack 2 is one of the best packs I've ever actually seen for a DLC, other than the Just Cause 2 packs. But pretty much all you want to do with this is just buy it and just get the low profile suppressor. You can have other ones, but bearing in mind, in adding some of the other longer suppressors, you do add more detection as you go up. But all in all, this is a damn good concealable weapon. As you see, I have actually bought the original, and that only has 22 concealment compared to something like this that has 11, and that has 11. That has 19. That has sorry, that's 2. That has absolutely no concealment whatsoever. So as you can see, that is very good. I am well aware. I think the Car 4 on its own with a suppressor, that's really good. Because if you don't have the armoured transport DLC, of course if you have the other DLCs, then you can do other things. And you know, you can play about a bit, mess with it. Only thing I really recommend is having a small suppressor, because thankfully on the PC version, it doesn't matter what length of a suppressor you have, they just aren't really going to hear you anyway, whatever. So having the Car 4 rifle, if you get rid of like all of this on here and this and this and this, and just pull a low profile suppressor, I think that gives you about 1 or 2 detection risk. And then if you have like the smallest pistols, which is like this one, which is in fact the Gerber Kurz pistol, I think this is called. Gruber Kurz? I can never remember the name of it. Gruber Kurz, that's it. This is the assault, armoured assault transport item pack. And I've got to say, it is really useful. That flashlight there does add 1 detection. However, if you are doing a night heist like Shadow Raid or something, and you're stealthing it up, a light can be useful. I'm going to be honest here, a light can be pretty useful. So, up to you if you really want it. If not, then you have exactly the same over here. This is the Chinamo 88 pistol, and if you put a standard issue suppressor on that baby, like I shall show you here, it will add 2. And of course, that will then equal it up to 28, which will give you 9 detection risks. All in all, it's a good kind of like thing. The light does add 1 less concealment point. One reasons why I'm not bothered about that is because it can do more use than it's going to do damage. You know, it's only 1 extra percent that it's going to start off at, and to be honest, that doesn't really affect me. Next we have the melee. Of course you can, or melee, depending on how you say it. There are many different ones you can have. I'm just going to say the ones you don't have. Do not have the baseball bat. Quite clear, simple. If you think right, you don't want a baseball bat with you. Not the URSA knife, not the Krieger knife, not the Trautmann knife. The Berger combat knife will do you fine. It's a small knife. It's definitely more powerful than weapon butting or knuckles or money bundles. So yeah, if you're in a sticky situation, you can use it. I think the baton, the telescopic baton, I'm not too sure about them. I've heard good things about them, so I'm guessing they are alright. Next up, we have the standard 2-piece suit, or suit, however you want to say it. And then we have ECM jammer. For this heist, you're going to need the ECM jammer, that's it. All you're going to need is just a suppressed pistol, or suppressed weapon, just 1. A suit, and that. You don't even need any melee weapons or anything, that's literally all you need. Just in case you want to see my mask, that's literally the only mask I ever have on, so there's no point me doing any others. Don't know why I brought any others. And Hotstone, just because he's a stealthy dude. Now, I'm just going to quickly show you the skills for stealthing. I like to have Dominator on, just in case, you know, stuff gets real. That's always useful to have Fast Learner on, because you get more experience, so if you're going to be farming experience, you know, kind of what you want. Spotter's always good, because if you spot the enemy, they take more damage, you know, less shots, kind of better. You want to ace cable guy for this mission. You want everybody, if you can, to get cable guy. Bearing in mind, it's best to have more than 2 or 3 if you want to do this, people, else you will have to shoot less people. Don't be afraid to shoot people on this. It doesn't really matter that much if you shoot people. Of course, it doesn't necessarily help much either. Inside man, always useful to have that. Endurance, you'll want that. That doesn't really matter, that's just someone that I can get up there with. Enforcer, always useful to have transporter just because you can move it faster. Nothing else you really need on there. There's technician, the drills and that sort of stuff, you won't need that for this heist. Rifleman might help you a bit if you've got some spare points. Nerves of steel, you don't really need any of that. The main one is ghost. You're going to want cat burglar, cleaner, which means, well, actually you don't necessarily need that. It pretty much just means, you know, you can buy the body bag asset, really useful. Chameleon means you can mark people, and your concealment is increased by 25%. Always useful. Shinobi, you're going to want that aced, so you can, you know, you make a lot less noise, and you also, you move a lot quicker. Dead President, always useful because then you get more money. Dual ECM, you don't really need that, you technically only need 1, but if you're feeling fancy and lucky, you can have that. And Fast Hands, this just lets you pack the bags quicker. One thing I would recommend with this heist is that you do indeed have possibly 1 person with either the portable saw or lockpicking expert. The reasons why is because you can lockpick faster, because on this heist you only have a few minutes to be able to get in there and get out. Honestly, let's say a few minutes, I mean like 10, but you still, you know. How to find this heist if you don't have it? First of all, you must be level 80 if you apparently want to become a sexually inadequate goat. No. If you actually want to do like the full Monty of this, not to worry if not. You know, you don't have to worry that much. Because you can do it overkill. But the one we're going to be doing is GeoBank. Now, I'm going to do it from the start just so you can tell if I can get onto the start, that is. What I recommend you do is set maximum service to 40, distance worldwide, set that to Death Wish, not overkill, because on PC you can do Death Wish, and that gives you a ton more, and it doesn't make an effect really if you stealth. I think it means the Ginsec people come like always, rather than you do the time not check-ins and they don't arrive. Contract filter, make sure we set that to the GeoBank or the Global Offense Bank, since the map is actually set off the Counter-Strike Global Offense map off the bank. We're going to do in-lobby servers just so we can start it. If you ever want to do it like that, as you can see, there are none. Of course, I can do this overkill, but you know, I might as well show you the full Monty. So if we get into one, that seems reasonably good. Try and get in one if you're going to join one with at least 3 people, because it helps to have a lot more people, because then you have to shoot less people, and you know, if the socks hit the fan or whatever, you know, it's alright, because you're not going to have a ton of cops absolutely wanting to throttle you because you've killed a few civilians because you don't have enough cable ties. Trust me, happened before. It also happened before when there was 2 of us and there was 4 pages. So that's nice. I was actually playing with these people yesterday. Huh, that's interesting. As you can see, it is reasonably easy one to get if you can get into the game. For whatever reason, I don't know why I can never get into these games. It really, really annoys me, but I can't. Okay, so as you see, we're in a game from the start here. I'll just say, oh, here we go. So I'm going to show you it from the start just because it'd be better, then you can see the full thing. I'm guessing these people are going to do the same way as me. You may already know how to do the GeoBank stealth using the ECM rush method. If you do, just do that. It's just all the same. Let's have a little look. So as you see, he has 3. That's because he has the car force suppressor and that, and has minimum stuff. That guy there has a saw. That is what I was on about. You'll want a saw just because of the main reason you can open up the safety deposit box is easiest. You don't really need anything else. Other people, what do they have? You're not joining, I don't think. Huh. Ace Pilot? Why do you need Ace Pilot? I don't think that guy's... Have you ever played this before? I don't think he has. I'm just going to check these guys are actually doing this stealth. Actually, no. You don't have a notice risk of 3. A notice level of 3, sorry. And then just not stealth it. It's a bit common sense, you know. Bit of common sense. I will be back in a minute when this guy finally joins or he gets kicked or something. Because in the minute he's not joining or kicking, so... See you in a minute. Alright, so we are here, and we are here. Pretty much what I said at the start. We have to kick the other guy. You can't do any of, like, he's right. You pretty much can't. The only way to do this is bum rushing. Now, I have a notice risk of 9. Now, this is really useful because I can actually stand at the bank here and not get noticed. This also means I can move inside once this guy's joined, and I can also just do whatever. This is Hogshood. I've never actually shown this on my channel before. It's really, really awesome. Go download it. If I remember so, the link will be in the description. If I haven't, then slap me with a wet fish. Let's move away before I get spotted. Normally there's a camera sometimes around the back here. Yeah, there we go. You have no idea how many times I've done this and people have popped it up because they forgot about that camera there. They said, oh yeah, I'll take it out. We get ready, 2 minutes later, put on the masks, and they forget to take it out. So just remember that camera is vital because that actually looks all the way inside the bank and it's hidden and you can't really shoot it from inside that well unless you're already behind the thingy. Pager line. Not pager line, teller line, that's it. Okay. Right, let's go, let's go, let's go. Right, now before you do that, I will take out that camera. There we go. Normally I tend to stay on cameras because I'm the only one that ever seems to really remember where cameras are. Right, we've got one there, there, there. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Right, you are dying. There we go. I do have the decapitation effect on, so sorry if that caused some kind of blood fit or whatever. Your ECM lasts for 20 seconds, as you can tell. by Hoxhood at the top left. That's really useful for heisting, actually, stealth heists. And that sort of stuff. Get the pages. It's also really useful with Hoxhood because you don't have to hold down the button, you just have to tap it. That's the same with repairing jewels or any kind of like long thing like lockpicking. Always a nice thing to have Hoxhood, in my opinion. I've only had it like a day, and already I never want to go back. Honestly, the best mod, and as well it's official, so you don't get kicked off Payday 2 if you play with it, which is really good. What I recommend is that you have someone constantly inside the bank, near the telephone, just ready to answer it, because it will ring a lot of times. I'll tell you what to do when the phone rings for certain events. You'll start to get used to them if you fail the first time. Bearing in mind you may fail the first time, don't be discouraged, try again, keep trying, you will get it, trust me. At the start of it, the only method I knew was just running and gunning, and now I can stealth nearly most heists. Hillary at Gensec routine, check in. This is on Deathwish. Oh wow! Okay. Okay, this never happens before. I've never had this now for ages. Pretty much what you have to do is just check these folders for the time lock codes. If she says, is Barney there? Pretty much Gensec just arrive in like their little pimp daddy car, and then you just have to shoot them and just answer the pages and you're done. Eventually we'll get the local Rozzers give you a call. There we go. The good bit is about that is that now they don't send anybody over, so we still have 2 spare pages, even though we don't need any more pages after this. This is literally the last page I think we ever would have needed if that would have gone off. Default is a time lock. As soon as you put in the cars, it takes them like 3.5 minutes, 3 minutes or something, to go down, and then eventually the vault will open. Be careful, there are lasers. Only send the person with the saw, or the people who have fast lock picking, or 2 people who have regular lock picking. You can do it that way, bit risky though. Sometimes you can get caught out doing that because they can come at random times. Sometimes you won't have to call from the police at all, saying they're doing their, they're sending some officers over, and then sometimes you'll get in like the first, like after the first few bags. Sometimes you get a chance to empty the place and have no visitors at all. Let's have a look. People outside, you either tie them down or you can just shoot them. Bearing in mind the type of money you're going to be earning off this heist, you don't really need to worry about shooting people that much. This is kind of like a thing you can do if you want to. And the good thing as well about having multiple ECMs, I call them multiple even though it's not, is you can actually enter the ATMs, place the ECM on them, and then they open up and take all of the cash, and that is yours. That's an extra 390,000. Yes, I'm going to shoot him. There's no point keeping ones alive out the back, because they will just run off at any time. We will literally have to start shooting civilians in a sec. You will have this problem. Eventually, I think there's a civilian limit. Like, after a certain while, well, this normally happens to me anyway. After a certain while, the civilians stop spawning in, and then that's it, so... that's useful. As you see, ammo in there, cameras up there, cameras up there. Sometimes there are cameras as well that spawn at the front here, or all the way around here. They're ones you need to be careful of because not many people realise them there as well. Okay, 1 minute until time lock. Only saw dude go in vault.
Everything's fine.
Okay, there we go.
What do you want?
Oh no, it's just a sound call. You do get quite a lot of standard calls from people who do sound quite derpy, I'm going to be honest. There are some people that literally, they just don't fit, it's just like Bane just hangs up on them, it's quite funny. If you don't know who Bane is, because you're watching the video and you're a loyal subscriber, and, oh, okay, alright, I was just reading that. But pretty much, he's just the guy that kind of watches over what you do. He's kind of like the mastermind. If you play GTA 5, he's Lester. As you can see in the top left, it says time lock. With Hoxhood, that's the same for drills. You can turn all this stuff off. I just like to leave most of it on. Except for the enemy health bar, I always have that off. Right, so the guy with the saw, Sergeant Winslow over here, he's going to be the only guy going in. You only want the guy with the fast picks or the guys with the saws to go in. Seriously, you want no one else. seriously, if anyone else goes in, then you know you're just risking the lasers going off. Okay, you've got it. Throw bags to me. I take them to van. Smiley face. I always prefer typing. I mean, there is push to talk. I do use that sometimes if some other people are talking. If not, then seriously, in my opinion, it's just not worth it. There's no point doing push to talk because barely any people sometimes will reply. Let's have a look. Okay. As I said, you do just get a lot of random calls. Most of them do kind of say the same thing every time, so you kind of get used to it. Roughly, you get about 2 calls. Sometimes you get one from Blackmailer. He kind of like says he'll threaten to call the cops on you if you don't throw him a bag over. You have to throw him a bag over. If you don't, you are going to be quite screwed. Literally, I'm not even joking, you are going to be screwed. He just calls the cops and, you know, oh dear. Yeah, it's always useful, like what that guy said. Oh, he's still the freaking ATM. The bugger. I was going to show you that. I wonder if we can get away with shooting these people without them noticing. But I'm going to listen out. See what's Bane say? Whoops. Okay, they probably had that noticed. Whoops. As you can see on Hogshead as well, it also does tell you how many thingies you have, like bags and pages. That's also another good thing, really, really useful for stealthing. You could have literally just thrown it over to me. That's what I normally do with other people. One, like, is in the vault drilling away. One grabs the bag, chucks it to the guy there. One chucks it to here, who's standing here. The one in there checks the phone. And then he chucks it over here to me, who's waiting, and chucks it in the back of the van. It's always useful as well to have some manholes open. Stay down. Just because, you know, you need your manholes. Sort of look. And pretty much you just go over them and you hold F. I think you can only open them when the thingies actually happen. Oh god. Okay. ECM, ECM, ECM. There we go. Oh, pugilistic. That isn't good. Let me shoot them through here. No need to worry if they're through here. Oh, you little bastard. Okay, we got the money. As you see, you can get more. This isn't going to show the true amount. Everybody, one bag. Okay. We use the sewers. Seriously, what you want to do now is just leave everything. Honestly, drop what you're doing and just get out of here. You're going to have to open up the sewers. A good thing as well with having, I think it's Cat Burglar full. Don't open it. Oh. Well. Oh well. But pretty much what you want to do is just run away. Seriously, you just want to follow this and just get away as quick as you can. I might wait for these guys just so we can come. Sometimes this gets absolutely littered with cops because they drop down the sewer holes, the manholes. If that happens, you just either want to shoot them or just run past them. Seriously, if you got money, it's not always the easiest thing to do is to run past them. Normally, if you get all of the bags, you get like 1.3 million spending and like about 5.66 million you get. So, oh wait, no, the guy has the sword, doesn't he? Oh wait, no, he's run out. Oh wait, no, run here. As you can hear, the Rozzers are here. And, oh, that's not good. That's a, oh god, no, that's a dozer. That's a dozer. Help! Help, you idiot! Ah! Okay, he died. I've never had a bulldozer come down here, strangely enough. Oh. Fudgel nuggets. Okay, I'll just let him go. Because, yeah. Oh well. Normally this is never... Oh. Fuck. Okay, normally if you do that, you do normally get a lot more. I'm sorry about that. We kind of screwed it a little bit there because the bulldozer got away. But normally I recommend just leaving. We kill Sils now if we don't have killer dice. Yeah, it's recommended you do kill them. But normally you get like 500, 600,000 XP, and that's really good because you only have to do one day, and it normally only takes you about 10, 11 minutes. Anyway, thank you for watching. I will leave you as now. Go try this out seriously. Get some friends together. Bear in mind you do have to be over level 80 to unlock Death Wish, but you can actually get more. More other friends to host it for you. You don't have to be level 80 to play it, just to host it. A little bit like the DLCs, you have to pay to host it, not to join it, which I don't really get, but I'm not complaining. But anyway, thank you for watching. Subscribe for more if this helped you, and cheerio.
All right, that's both key cards. Let's open the vault up.